Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to talk about a powerful technique for learning English called shadowing. This method, which involves mimicking spoken language, can significantly enhance your pronunciation, listening skills, fluency, vocabulary, and overall confidence in using English. When it comes to speaking fluently and accurately, practice makes perfect. Think about your native language. How old were you when you started to speak? How many hours do you spend a week speaking this language? Your articulators, for example, tongue, lips, teeth, have had thousands of hours of practice, moving around and making the specific sounds of your native language. Let's start with a definition. Shadowing is a language learning technique where the you listens to a piece of spoken language and attempts to repeat it as accurately as possible, usually immediately after hearing it. Several approaches can be employed to effectively use shadowing in learning English. Echoing is the first and easiest shadowing method. In this approach, you listen to a short segment of speech and repeat it immediately after hearing it. This method allows you to focus on individual sounds and words, making it ideal for beginners. The key is to start with short, manageable segments and gradually increase the length as your confidence grows. Tracking is a bit more advanced. Here, you repeat the speech simultaneously with the speaker. This requires a higher level of listening and speaking coordination. It's an excellent way to practice real-time language processing and improve your ability to follow along with natural speech. Dual shadowing combines echoing and tracking. You start with echoing to get a feel for the language and then move to tracking for a more challenging practice. This progression helps in refining your skills gradually and effectively. In interactive shadowing, you use multimedia resources such as videos with subtitles. This method is particularly useful for visual learners. By shadowing the spoken content while reading the subtitles, you can better associate written and spoken language, enhancing comprehension and retention. Role-play shadowing is the final method. Role-play shadowing involves mimicking dialogues from movies, TV shows, or recorded conversations. You take on different roles, practicing various speech patterns and contexts. This approach allows you to practice language in specific contexts and social situations. It's an engaging way to improve your conversational skills and understand different speech patterns. And here is step-by-step guide to practice shadowing. Firstly, select a piece of audio or video. You should find a short piece of audio with just one person speaking. It doesn't have to be a native speaker, but they should be proficient. The Your Audio Selfie playlist is a good place to start. Secondly, listen. Before you start shadowing, listen to the audio at least once to get used to the speaker's accent, rhythm, and intonation. Don't worry if you don't understand every word, but if it's too fast or complex, look for an alternative. The next step is to practice shadowing with or without transcript. It can be challenging to begin with, but try to repeat what the speaker says as quickly and as accurately as possible. Start by doing 20 to 30 seconds, and if you get stuck, just stop the audio and start again. Remember, we're not really concerned with meaning, you're just trying mimic speaker's voice. After that, you could try to record yourself. Once you've practiced and you feel more confident, try recording yourself. Listen to the audio through your headphones and record your voice using your computer or smartphone. The final step is to listen back. Listen to your recording and compare your speech to the original audio. Shadowing offers numerous benefits. 1. Improve pronunciation and intonation. Shadowing helps you improve your pronunciation and intonation. By closely mimicking native speakers, you can acquire the nuances of English pronunciation, stress patterns, rhythm, and intonation. This exposure helps in internalizing the sounds and speech patterns, leading to more natural and fluent speech. 2. Enhanced listening skills. Shadowing requires intense listening. You must pay close attention to the details of the spoken language to replicate it accurately. This practice enhances your ability to understand spoken English in various accents and speeds. 3. Increased fluency. Regular practice of shadowing can lead to increased fluency. The repetitive nature of the exercise helps in building muscle memory for speech production, making it easier for you to speak without hesitation. This fluency extends to spontaneous speech as well, as the brain becomes accustomed to forming sentences quickly and accurately. 4. Vocabulary and grammar reinforcement. you are exposed to a wide range of vocabulary and grammatical structures in context, which reinforces your understanding and retention. 5. Confidence building. As you become more proficient in mimicking native speakers, your confidence in speaking English increases, reducing anxiety and fear of making mistakes. Last but not least, this is a hand tool technique. You can do it at home, in the office, even on the beach. You can do it on your own. All you need is your mobile and some earphones. While shadowing is a highly effective technique, you may encounter certain challenges. Firstly, you may find it difficult in keeping pace. Beginners might find it hard to keep up with native speakers. To solve it, you can start with slower recordings and gradually increase the speed. Frustration and boredom would be other challenges. Repetition can sometimes lead to frustration, so you can vary your materials and incorporate different topics to keep the practice engaging. And yes, as English is not your mother language, pronunciation is always on top of the challenges. Some sounds in English may be difficult for learners. We highly recommend that you focus on problematic sounds through targeted practice and use pronunciation tools or work with a language tutor for assistance. There are many success stories of learners who have significantly improved their English through shadowing. Many polyglots and language enthusiasts swear by this method for acquiring new languages. We'd love to share our inspirational person in language learning, Professor Alexander Arguelles. He is highly proficient in 10 languages: English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Dutch, Catalan, Swedish, and Korean, and is accomplished in many more, such as Latin, Greek, and Sanskrit, which he had studied by the end of college. He has studied over 60 languages to various degrees of proficiency. He stated in late 2022 that he had learning resources in his library for 155 languages. He believes that the shadowing technique helps you to focus on the correct sounds of the language and develop better pronunciation that reminds a native speaker. He created a series of videos explaining and demonstrating what shadowing was and how it worked. To make the most out of your shadowing practice, you may consider these following tips. 1. Set realistic goals. Start with achievable goals, such as shadowing for 5 minutes a day, and gradually increase the duration. 2. Make sure you like the audio. Find content that you're curious about or that interests you. 3. Repeat a few times. There is some benefit from repeating the same passage or piece of audio a few times, but not too much. Repeating between 2 and 4 times is enough. 4. Be patient. Give it a try, even if it feels a bit weird at the beginning. Give yourself a challenge, like doing it for 15 minutes a day for 30 days. You'll definitely notice a difference in your speaking fluency. And 5. Be comfortable. While it's best to focus on this activity, you can also do this while you're doing other things. For example, you can do it in the car on your commute to work, while you're out jogging, or even while you're having a bath. If you're interested in following Alexander Arguelles, he suggests that you do your shadowing while you're walking outside. Ideally, you would walk outside swiftly, maintain good posture, and repeat what you hear in a loud, articulate manner. Walking quickly outside might seem strange, but the idea is to keep the oxygen flowing to your brain, making you more alert and increasing your brain functionality. You don't need to walk around outside, but Alexander Arguelles has used this method to learn 50 different languages, so we would definitely take his word for it. In conclusion, shadowing is a powerful and effective technique for learning English. It offers numerous benefits, including improved pronunciation, enhanced listening skills, increased fluency, vocabulary reinforcement, and confidence building. By employing various methodologies and addressing potential challenges, you can effectively use shadowing to accelerate your language acquisition. Remember, consistency, active engagement, and feedback are keys to maximizing the benefits of this technique. Language learning is a gradual process. Be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. That is the end of our video today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more great content. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. And we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think or what topics you'd like us to cover next. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.